comparator. With 3 dust. Comparator goes there. And if you put a comparator on subtract mode by right-clicking on it, you'll get a circuit. So when we press the button, you can see them flashing. So it's slowly, it would pass the items around it. All right, so that's easy enough to move later once I get the spot for it figured out. Although I probably should have waited a few to let Wookiee get comfy. Exactly. If you had waited like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I probably would have easily messed it up. Okay. Subtract mode with comparators is interesting. We'll go up top and show you. So there's 2 modes that comparators work in. The one is your typical, the lights off. It's now, does teaching count? Does explaining it count? I'm going to ask now. At a 5-minute timer. All right, so we got a minute on the minute 45 on the first one, but just telling what the comparator does, like explaining subtract mode, would that count? All right, I'm not touching my geek keyboard. All right, so the way comparators work is they can read the signal strength of the special dust or what's in a hopper, chest, etc. Okay? Like on an item sorter. You know how it works with an item sorter, I assume. Correct, Jen? You get the basic understanding of a comparator from an item sorter. No? Okay. No, Pixie, it's mean and I like it. I do. It's hilarious. Okay. When this light bulb turns on, it gives a signal strength of 15. Because that's how far away the light bulb will light up. Okay? Does that make sense? The comparator reads what the signal strength is. Okay? Yep, it'll read the lamp here when it's on is 15. Okay, that now I can say redstone again. We just can't work with it for another 3 minutes. So when this light turns on, this comparator will see it's 15. And it'll give 15, 14, 13. 12, 11, 11. And the signal decreases with each dust, with each redstone dust. When it's Mickey, right at ads, of course. Hi, Mickey. You got here right as the ad started. All right, so when it's in subtract mode, it'll count down, right? It'll say, okay, this is at 15, 14, 13. Oh, we're less. 12, 10. It'll just keep cycling it, getting new power. It'll always go 15, 14, 13, 15, 14, 13. But it's subtracting it, so it creates the pulse. It creates that ticking timer. This one works really good with like bone meal farms. It'll work with bone meal farms, etc. The other clock, so that one would be in subtract mode, which I can't click for another minute and a half. This one is your typical dropper. Okay? Your dropper clock. You've got a comparator reading that there's an item when an item goes into that dropper. It sends out a signal strength of 1, etc. The repeater increases that signal strength to 15. You put it into a block, in this case a target block, because then it'll redirect the redstone dust into it and it doesn't act all funky. It sends the signal through the repeater and this redstone dust. The redstone dust will lock the comparator for a moment and power the target block, which powers the dropper. When it locks the comparator, it's what allows it to send ticking pulses around. It's what allows it to make the clock to shoot all the items out. So does that make sense of the way that you're reading this? Hi! Right? So it's reading this dropper, seeing it gets an item, and it shoots it, it sends a signal around saying, hey, kick it out. Alright. That is that timer. Those were good ones, I will say. So we'll put this back in subtract. So it's getting a signal strength of 15, 14, 13, 15, 14, 13, 15, 14. It's constantly getting a new signal and locking, and the side reads it. And the copper bulbs act like a 1-block T flip-flop. What a T flip-flop is when I push the button, it changes its state. I push it again, right? Normally, with like a redstone light, when you push the button, it only stays on as long as the button's down. But with a copper one, it'll keep it on until you push it again, so it'll cycle down here. Alright, so those are those two circuits. The next we've got to do is the reset. Now, the reset circuit's easy. It is literally just a button. And what that'll do is that'll unlock this hopper. Did I put this in the wrong spot? I gotta put it one lower. And I derped. I built this in the wrong level. Gotta be 1 block lower. That's gotta be there. There. I'll type it. Only the mods and me can do it. Alright, so that hopper's locked now. And we put our... So this is a monostable circuit. Is what we're building here. The way a monostable circuit works is it takes... It takes whatever circuit you're bringing in. So in this case, I'm taking a button, and it only sends 1 tick through it. You see that? You see how that repeater only lit up for a moment? That way, it'll only unlock this hopper for a moment. Now, what we need to do... let's bring it in through here. And now the way this works is this will send a signal down this redstone torch, not redstone line, and it'll power the hopper, it'll power that repeater through and let that hopper underneath empty out completely. And then you can put the items back in, it'll reset. Put this one, we gotta go too hard. And 3. So you see how that repeater lights up for the same time that the button's down? That means that hopper underneath that dropper will drain everything that's in it. Alright, so that's that circuit. Then the only circuit left is the one to get your cards. So make that our light blue line. And actually I want to do this one too. And I want to spread it out a little. Bring it over to the side here, I think. Just it'll be easier to work with, I think. Okay. Let me send one. Right here. And here you can really see how that repeater only lights up for a moment. You see that? Which will only let one item through. You'll have to push it a couple times at the start of the game. Big deal. You'll have to push it once, give it a moment, push it again. Give it a moment, see if an item comes into the barrel. I kind of want to move where this is at, so it's not just in the middle. But that is the redstone for this game. These in here. Alright, so I'm going to label these now because that's a smart thing to do. This is the randomizer. And of course I didn't make that scaffolding tall enough, like a fool. This is a add a player. Hey Gorgor, welcome in. Yep, this is going to be the roll them bones, or the liar's dice. Ah! I wasn't supposed to fall. But yeah, this will be like liar's dice, the one I started talking about last night, at whatever time it was when I couldn't sleep. And this one is the reset. That's probably a good one to add. So yeah, that is the redstone circuit board. It's pretty easy. And you've just got a clock, a comparator clock, a 1-tick pulse, and a dropper clock. Nah, not yet. But eventually, yeah. I mean, I don't even have a pirate skin yet. I need to get a Wookiee pirate skin. If you know anybody that's good at making skins and wants to make a pirate's Wookiee, I will let me know. Yeah, that is the easy redstone. Add a couple lights in here. That way, no light updates cause lag. With redstone, when it goes on and off, it can cause lag. So one thing you want to do... That is true, Lorenzo does make skins. I forgot about that. So when you're working with redstone, you want to make sure you light up the area where there's redstone that turns on and off. You go like with this randomizer. When these lights turn on and off, if there's no other lights nearby, it can cause lag. Interesting, they're full box. I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. Alright, so yeah, add some lights in here. Because lagging out the gaming area is the last thing I want to do. Because I'm sure Zero would just be really happy if I did that. Yeah, okay, now, so that's it for here. I think Thursday we'll roll the dice, set up all the books. And then I'll start working on the build for above it. Not much that makes that man happy. Yeah, I know he loves making those. I saw somebody crouch nearby. I think it was just Zeroed or Gorgor. I don't know which one. Or it could be Mike or Brooded. Mike or Zeroed, I think. I think he went to this little cave on the side over here. Yeah, it's Zeroed. There was a cave entrance right here. I'm going to go sleep. Hydrate and stretch. So, alright. So the reason for books is actually quite simple. Let me get to a safer spot to hydrate and stretch from. To land on top of here. No, we don't have mob heads, Mike. Sorry. Alright, I showed it in the test world, but the reason I'm going to use books is if not, each player that plays would need 5 dispensers. 5 randomizers. Basically. Because you would need... Because it works with 5 dice, is the way the game's played. And basically you would need 1 with 1 through 6, 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 right? For every player that's playing. And it'd be kind of a huge redstone mess. So I figured what I'm going to do is Thursday, during stream, I'll bring up some dice out. And we're going to roll dice. Sweet little try, admire you very much. Yeah, I'm going to go put 2 things in books. No, what it is it's Liar's Dice is the game. And it's the dice game they played in Pirates of the Caribbean. That Davy Jones played with, they played on Davy Jones' ship. Set a 5-minute timer. And so what I'm going to do is we'll roll those square objects with pips on them and put those numbers in the books. That way it's basically pre-rolled ahead of time, and with the books being random, it's just another way to simplify the redstone there. Let's go fix these over here. And this one was number 2. This was 6. 25. Seven, and that one working with redstone. I'll tell you the name in a couple minutes, Pixie. Yeah, we're done working over there for now. Do it this way. Let's add a couple spaces here to make it so kind of makes it a little easier to read. It's going to be random, is the way it's going to work. So yes. Oh yeah. Six, 25, 24. So what it'll be is when you push the button, you'll get a random book that has your rolls in it, your 5 rolls. We'll roll the square the cubes on stream, and we'll put them down in the book, the numbers in the book. So that way, when you get your book, it's like you're getting your rolled dice. Dang it! Missed it by a minute. Uh, so the books will be random with the different rolls in it. So Pixie, we never figured out. This is the first time I failed one. We haven't figured out what the punishment is. So we need to come up with a good punishment for it. Oh, I did 2 other little builds while we try and figure out what our punishment is. Can you guess what it is? There's one there. And over here. And because it's going to be like a little pirate house area, 2 different outhouses. One's got a cauldron, and one uses a composter. I don't really hate building anything, though. That's the thing. I've been trying to get better at building buildings, and I've been working on this colonial style. I did that yesterday. I was working on that yesterday. Yeah. The one has a cauldron. That one's got a cauldron in it. And then this one has a composter. And with the trapdoor, kind of looks like a seat. But I couldn't resist it. But like something to build that I don't know. What do you think, Pixie? What should I have to do? So I need to go put something down in the book that I failed that one like an idiot. I failed. Walk the plank. Don't really have a good plank though. Especially with totems and. But exactly? What does that mean? Walking the plank? Because I mean, it's not like we can't swim. But walking the plank would fit. Oh, I've got an idea for something that would work for that. With Gorgor's idea, basically, could dig a 5x5x5 and make a couple of slime potions and have to jump in there with them without anything and let them kill me. If you wanted something like that, if you're trying to make me die. I have died once. Only once. Have fun, Jen. Hopefully everything goes well. Saying there's different punishments we can try. We got to come up with something. We're about to start ads. I did. I don't like doing interiors. I'm trying to get better at it. If you want, we can work on an interior for a couple of minutes, for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes. All right, we can work on part of the interior up here. I can show you what Leroy did for me. He worked in here. He got this little bar area done. And I really liked how it turned out. I started working a little upstairs. Got a piano. Because what's a pirate bar without a piano? And then upstairs, I wanted it to kind of look like hammocks. So there's string with wool. So you'd lay on the wool, right, to sleep. And compared to a full bed, it's like the visitors can have little hammocks they'd sleep in. I thought it was kind of cool looking. With the trapdoors holding them up like they're down from the ceiling. But I could work on this interior some if you want, trying to figure out some details for it. That's something I really don't like. What are you doing in here? You're not welcome. Go away. I really like how this piano is. I found it online. And it even plays. So you can sit here and make it look like you're playing. Yeah, I was looking on Google on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, it's a cool piano. I was trying to find one because if you're gonna piano, maybe have like a place that people could like a couple bar like a couple stools, like a couple little seating areas. But leave like the area mostly open because well, you got to have a place for the drunken brawls and the bar fights and the dancing. Exactly. Let's go over and grab some of that stuff. See if we can decorate that area for a little bit. It'd make me practice, and that's something I need to do and want to do, but haven't done. If that makes sense. So we'll work on that room then for now. What do we got here? Different candles could help. Uh, yep. Make a couple cups. Punishment equals interior decorating. Yeah, pretty much. Because I'm not good at it. I don't. It's not something I'm comfortable with, really. So it's all different for me. You know? So we've got some stuff for cups. Uh, what type of stuff for tabletops? Carpets, maybe? Maybe brown carpet? Grab. Yeah, that's plenty. Maybe some glass panes or ooh, wonder how that looks. Let's try that real quick. It's probably gonna look silly, but if you did that and that, it kind of looks like a table, right? Let's grab some odds and ends. Yeah, and some chairs. Gonna need a few more signs. Luckily, we've got sticks. Yeah, it should do enough signs. 16, 17, yeah. Okay. Uh, maybe some paintings. Oop, we're on ads. We'll grab some. I don't even know how to make paintings. I don't remember. We'll grab some sticks and some wool. Yeah, that's enough paintings. That we'll use all of them. Yeah, wool and sticks. Just one of those. I don't think I've ever made them before. I know that sounds silly, but okay. Uh, need to grab at least a couple warp stems because those are the kegs. Yeah, there's all the new paintings too, and then we got some tripwire hooks to use as the tap. Grab some slime blocks that I can put on the wall for paintings easily. That way we can try and get some different ones, shape, sizes, etc. Oh, I meant to fit both. Alright, so let's start with a painting. No. Two there for now. One. I don't even know where that painting. There it is. Silly thing went upstairs. I don't get it. Alright, so let's do a chair. And the other one can go right here. And this way. Table there. Right, and then I should have grabbed some slabs. So what we can do is we can do like a little like countertop here. And a couple people have left their mugs on. And then we can throw a... Yeah. That fits. I wasn't expecting it to go behind those, but they're not full blocks. I wonder. Oh. Interesting. Yep, I kind of... Oh, I broke a block on accident. What the... The only problem with haste sometimes, you break the wrong blocks. And you gotta go around and put them back, and especially if they're like stairs. This is gonna be at least one there. I'm gonna add a derp for that. Because, yeah, that's twice I've gone around and had to do it. I will give myself a derp. Like, why isn't it breaking the painting? Alright, there we go. Gonna have to make some stone tools, maybe. Let's add a painting. Let's see which one. Yeah. Yeah, gotta go to Farmer Villager. The little Farmer Villager's that one. Still little extra. Is that one of the new ones? That's kind of cool. All right, let's add another bar here. Yeah, I really like that one. That's so cool. Let's do a nice. You can put signs with the wind with there. I wasn't sure. You know, this is a slightly bigger table. Nope, I didn't want to do that one. I wanted the other one. I wanted you. And we can do. And I know that one won't be able to have it because of the stairs, yeah. But I could do that. Got a nice little seating table up here. Yeah, I love that painting. That one's so cool. And it just adds a little bit. Let's add, skip a spot. Let's do here. And match this one's legs. So we've got two little seating areas here. One here, and you got a railing here, a little counter that people put stuff down on. I think I need to grab some slabs. I want to do like a little counter here. I think maybe something like. It's got so it kind of like walls off the piano players, but not walls them off. Give them a little bit of, give them a little, I don't know, protection from everyone. I think about this. These. Maybe something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't like. I'm not good with interiors. It's not something I'm used to. I'm trying. Yep, I know the sides are different. Hi, Red Cross. How you doing? Oh. And I kind of like how that one can go down so it looks like he can go down through multiple places, but he needs a little table over here. We need actually let's move that. Put one of those there. Because you've got to have it. Your grog just woke up from a nap. Got to go get groceries inside. No problem. Glad to see you're getting up and about. Couple grogs. The villager rights have gotten out of hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pixie, you're getting called out. And then, of course, I need a little table here for the piano player. Have their own grog at. Because, you know, what pirate's not drinking grog? I mean, come on. Give a painting or two in here. Just a little. Villager right there, just perfect. Yeah, exactly. I know you can't see the normal chat with where my camera is, so yeah. Zero was complaining. Brutus asked what punishments now. Oh yeah, I'm kind of liking this. It's not something I'm used to, so it's different. I think the boat looked good there. Especially hearing your progress while you're narrating the story in your head, and we can see it come to life. Yeah, it's kind of it's really different. It's not something I'm used to, so it's very new to me, and I'm not sure. I like it, but I don't know if what else it needs. Probably could use a couple lights over here. Maybe a lantern or something. Actually, let's get that. Let's grab these. Give it a little mood lighting. Let's see. The only shop I have is now closed. Why? I don't know. Ask the villager rights people. Grab. I think I got one in my ender chest, in my toolbox. Yeah. Wow, it just went through the slab in like a second. It's not even. It was just a silk axe. Crazy. But yeah, I think I'm liking this. Pixie, does this meet your approval? Top slabs are insta-mineable with pickaxe right now? Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, here's my punishment for saying dice. Got a nice little meeting, dancing area, fighting area. We've got our piano player area, complete with plain piano. Here's their drink. Couple chests for grog. And let's take a look at it from this side. If you were like the bartender, there's bartender up here. That one was me. And it was closed for long enough. You're good to reopen. Uh-oh. I think this building's pretty much done. At least the upper parts. Ah! I've done a little bit in the basement, just starting the pile of old barrel of old kegs of everything. And some new ones in the corner that are just sitting nicely. Everything else is kind of haphazard, if you notice. But it's getting there. I think what we'll do now is take a drink of my drink and grab some copper and start working out doing the roof for the colonial house here. That's where we enter the inventory. I have finally hit chunk rendering issues. It took about 30 seconds for them to render. Oh no! I can take the... I'll leave that up for now. Villagers will get their due. Uh-oh. Empty our pocket of this stuff. Grab some copper. And I'm not gonna wax it. These are in there. Slime goes in there. And spruce. I have a decorative block. The extra carpet's away. And ores. Probably gonna need a lot, so we'll start with half a stack converted, because that'll be 2 stacks and change. So top slabs need instant mine with pickaxe is a nice little bug. It's kind of annoying. I was at Guardian Farm. It just spiked again while I was entering the nether. Yeah, there's something... That portal lags a little. I noticed. Still. Not tons, but a little. Leroy! You just missed it. I was working on the upper floor in the tavern. Flying other tunnels to the mining desert. Now, yeah, I want to put him back 1 block. It was a punishment for saying a banned word. And the banned word was dice. And Pixie's like, well, what don't you like doing? I'm like, interiors. So they kind of helped talk me through it a little and help give me ideas on what to take over. We are definitely going to need more copper than what I brought over. Because that was just a stack there. Hydrate and stretch. Sounds good. Thank you, Mickey. I will do that in a second. Just got to push my desk. Big stretch. But yeah, the building we're working on is like a colonial style building. The way, like the town here, the little pirate haven, it was like the start of a small colonial town that was taken over by pirates. So that'll be why it's got a couple colonial buildings and that. This is just the first one. I like how I've got the floors different, but similar on this. The upper floor here is oak and dark oak stripped. The lower floor is birch and mangrove. It is a nice combination together. It almost looks polished. If you know what I mean. You could almost see it as like your mind almost sees it as a polished floor, if that makes sense. Just from the beginning. I need to go grab a bunch because I want to do I don't know how I want to do the roof. I'll probably just do a separate, like a faux roof inside and leave most of this open. except for a few areas where I'll make some skylights, some dormers, maybe to start. That or there'll be a whole nother, like a sleeping area or something up top here. Haven't decided really. I just thought the building could look cool. And I had the motivation to work with some different blocks and a different palette, different style completely. And yeah. Oh, you dirty block. So here is dark oak and oak. We've got quartz, and then we've got mangrove and birch. But you know what? You see what I mean? You can. They almost look like they're shiny, with the few glass that are around in the floor. We've got chiseled tough bricks for the roof, for the ceiling in here, because it kind of looks like ceiling tiles almost. Yeah. Yeah, we'll show Leroy this area because he was working in the lower area. See if he likes what I added. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that building's coming around. I fiddled with it a bunch yesterday. So here's the area Leroy did. And if we go up the stairs, we see our piano area with a bar, a couple grog kegs, some candles, a couple different seating areas with the paintings. I need to grab some lanterns though. And then up top, there's hammocks. Because, I mean, the pirates don't use beds. Yeah, you get the double bar. Yeah, 2 bars. It also leaves area for, like, dancing and, of course, what's a pirate bar without bar fights? Because, well, there'll be bar fights up here, I'm sure. But yeah, I laid out some buildings. So this is the colonial style building. The light blue over there will be a colonial style also. And so will this one. The yellow are going to be like shacks. There's 7 of those to start. More might be added. The orange are going to be like, I think this one will be like a general goods store. That'll be another one. Another type of store. The blue one, I'm gonna build up where I'm gonna build this as a dog house. The dog house, so so all the pups have a nice place to live. Is what this one's planned to be. But yeah, I know you. Yeah, how you feeling, Leroy? Are you feeling better? I know you said you weren't feeling too well the last few days. But yeah. So let's grab that copper now. No fever. That is a big thing. Yay. Yeah, there'll be a couple more odds and ends built here. I've got stuff put off to the side to finish building a raid farm. I will likely do that off camera just because it's intricate, and I'll be watching a tutorial as I put it together, etc. Alright, so because it's not like it's a spider farm or that you can just dig out and go. They're a little more intricate. Can I make a treasure map and hide it somewhere in your pirate cove? Sure. Absolutely. We will talk about that. I have ideas. I was thinking to do something like that later too. Make little games, hide a treasure map somewhere. And this rope will slowly oxidize. So some of it will probably be built out of oxidized copper here. Because I'm willing to bet you I don't have enough non-oxidized. Oh, I might have some in my other chest. That doesn't matter. I can use oxidized. It's just some of it will be oxidized, and eventually it all will. Wait. Yeah, you can, actually. So what you can do is if you make a map, you can then go place like an X on the ground. Right? And then you look at the map, you lock the map, you take the X off, and then you've got a map with an X marks the spot. Now in Java, you can do it a little easier because you can just put a banner on the ground and click a banner with a map, and it adds that waypoint on the map. But we can't do that on Bedrock. I wish we could use banners and maps together, because then it would be very easy to label stuff in like an area. And I can tell my throat's getting dry, so let me take a sip of my drink. That one's getting low. Foot's throbbing too. All right. Yeah, I think what I might do is between now and Thursday, I'll probably try and get the building built up over at the gaming area so that we can do all of our pre-rolls. And then that game will be ready for multiplayer. I found a couple different versions of the rules, but I think we're going to go with the ones that are similar to what it was in the movie. And that is that basically you can go, as long as you go more dice, you can tell a lower number. So like you can go from 3 4s to 4 2s because there's more of them. And that's the basics of it. But we'll get that all written up fully, copied and pasted into each book. We're going to have the rules in each book. Ads will be done in 90 seconds. No big deal. But yeah, the rules will be in each book. Your roles will be, and yeah. Hello, Gabby. Welcome in. How you doing today? I am doing pretty good. We're working on a building here at the Pirate area, the Pirate Haven. A nice colonial style. Working on its copper roof that'll age over time. Well, we're in ads right now for the next minute. But I hope your day's been going good. And yeah, we're going to need more copper. Probably 2, 3, 5. Probably 2 more stacks. And a stack of slabs. that. And slabs. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, Leroy. Now, there's one part of this build I'm not sure on. I'd like some advice on, other than the interior, which will probably be a punishment later. Except building up the interior slowly. I'm feeling good, really good. Thanks, Gabby. I just ate half a pastrami sandwich for lunch, getting sleepy. Nice. I know, like on colonials, they usually have some type of pattern along this very edge. I'm not sure what to do for it. Whether I do just grab iron and do like iron and every couple blocks do a lightning rod, maybe. We can give that a look here in a minute after we finish this top. We can take a look at that. So I don't know. I want to finish the roof up first. Because unlike Zeroed, I actually build roofs. I know he's lurking at the moment. That's why I said that. To be a smart aleck, I know. Alright. And then this will all slowly oxidize. And I thought about it. I can do that. Oh, you silly block. We'll leave you there for now. We'll go back and get it because I'm sure it'll be used eventually. I hate allergies too. Allergies are the worst. Mine have been acting up a little bit, not too much. Like I had a minor headache when I woke up this morning. We also had a huge storm blow through last night. And if we do this on this part, we had a block to grab from inside upstairs. You've had a bad headache after lunch today. That's no fun. So here's the inside upstairs. Like I was saying before, we'll probably do a roof above this, like a ceiling. No, it didn't, Leroy. It made it worse. So like yesterday, it was a high 89, and it felt like 95. What is it today? I haven't actually looked. But yeah, I think it's like a high of 90 today. So right now it's 86. We've got 70% humidity. Feels like 93, so it's a 7-degree difference. You would like a cherry tree. Alrighty. Do you have a specific, particular spot in the area you would like it to be? While we look around, we can fly around. You can tell me if you want it, like by the waterfall, by the building here, on the mountaintop. Is there any spot you'd like it to be? So these oak trees will go away later. Planted by it's on the list. But it can even go all the way near the dark oak. Alrighty. Let me go down, grab some dirt, and put these away. Alright. Need a cherry. And let's do of those. We need... Actually, let's grab it from the other partial stack. Grab a little bit of bone meal. Grab a dirt. And we will run up this way, up our little bridge here. Helps so I don't keep bumping my E key. Let's see, I think somewhere right about here. Because cherry trees can be kind of annoying. They want huge amounts of area clear around them. Nice. And Princess Gabby 97. And we hit it with some dies. Nice. And that'll add some more color to the area. Now they're not coming down through here. I wasn't sure if they would. Because like it could be it's like right above us. Whose tree is next to yours? I think I don't remember. Jenn's. That's a Jen tree. Let me grab a cold drink real quick. Mine was empty. Alrighty. Oh yeah, she's lurking in here. She'll see it later, I'm sure. And I noticed that Pixie put a little sail on her rowboat. Yeah, there's people lurking. They'll see it. And Jen stops by this over here once in a while, so she'll see it. This box can get sorted later. I'm not going to do that right now. Lurk right across. All right. Picking up your groceries. Have fun. All right. Let's see. Now I'm trying to think. Yeah, we wanted to grab some iron bars and some lightning rods. I think I made some before. Yeah, I made a whole bunch on accident one day. I meant to make blocks out of them, but whoops. All right, so let's build this back. Now we can sleep before we head back over there. And we want to kind of do a pattern, I think. So I think if I do the iron bars all the way around, and then on top of these, if I do something like that, Chicken Man's in the game. maybe something like this. We'll give it an interesting little detail on this one. And like another one might have it as walls, you know? That whole side at once. And then at the same time, it'll also serve as a nice lightning rod for everything. And what we'll do is after we get done placing this part, we'll go on top of like the mast of the boat, get a good view of it. That should give us a nice angle. And because it is all unwaxed copper, and whenever we get a thunderstorm, any of these lightning rods that get struck, it will deoxidize copper that's oxidized. Right? So if I put this lightning rod here and it gets struck by lightning, a whole bunch of this will deoxidize. That roof almost looks too steep, almost too tall. I don't know. Yeah, it's a very cool thing about copper that they added. The lightning can make it deoxidize, so that's kind of because it attracts lightning. It's copper. I don't know if that roof is too tall. You know what I mean? It almost looks too tall for the building. What are you guys' thoughts? What do you think? I like the lightning rod and iron along the edge. It kind of gives it a almost a parapet looking thing. Though I know one way the roof could be shorter. You could flatten it where it's green and it would look great. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or the other idea also is to do a would be like to shift the roof back one before it starts. Yeah, let's try taking this these the top two layers off down a little. I just think it's a hair too tall. It's what it feels, you know? It the shape wise is good, but it's just it felt too tall. What we need to do is go back up top real quick. I want to put a couple of the slabs in. Just to kind of give it the that was the other idea I had. Do stairbacks. I've done that type of roof before. You know what this needs? This needs a ladder going all the way up. I'm doing that real quick. Ow. And these go back. In there. I would say don't worry about it until he's streaming. Who knows if he even knows what he's doing or if he is. It all depends on how he's feeling. You gotta let people figure it out. But there, that kind of looks better. It doesn't look as tall. Does that make sense? It kind of gives a little better view. I know I might play around with it. Some off stream. I want to do a dormer or two, like 2 dormers, I think. Oh no, Gabby, it's no problem. It's more you don't know what he might not even know what he's doing. Is what I'm trying to say. You got to give people time. I wasn't even sure what I was going to do until I started today. Really? You threw your trident at me but couldn't give me one. Thanks for the follow, your Minecraft guy. Yeah, I was a trident guy. He couldn't even give me the trident. Gave me a little copper. But, yeah. And I don't know if his winch is in here, but this is where his rowboat ended up going. Yeah, welcome in, Minecraft guy. I am Wookie. I am playing on the XMP server. If you want, you can do exclamation XMP. I never know, even in the middle of mine. Yeah. Like, it's like, what am I going to work on next? I had the plan. I wanted to work on getting the redstone built up for the game. And then I was going to work on the roof for this. You know what I mean? I had like a few minor ideas. But past that, nope. Not a chance, not a clue. Let's put this back. Let's grab those because we can finish that part up. And it's like there's certain farms I'll build on stream. I have no problem with. Raid farm, nope, not gonna happen. Not on stream. This under part of the roof here. There we go. Yeah, I think I like not jumping off. I gotta replace the switch for my space bar, I think. I've got like 3 keys. I got 4 keys I gotta replace. I gotta play the A, S, W, E in space. The switches in them. Yeah, I think I'm liking how that building's coming along. It'll need a fireplace or 2 later. Probably 1 on each of the sides. That's one reason I made those windows so big, is because I'll shape the fireplace around them. So if you look at, like, if we go from this side, you see I've got the really big window downstairs and it goes up in the middle. It'll be really easy to hide a fireplace in here. Just like tie a fireplace on the outside. Building looks kind of like a scope. Kinda, yeah. The way I figured it is, like, one of the countries came in and started building they wanted to make this a nice little shore town, and instead the pirates came over and took it over. Yeah, the cherry tree. Right over there. Yeah, the pirates came and took it over, kind of kicked everyone out. The buildings have kind of been left to go as they please. Does that make sense? Like, what was originally, like, this building that I'm building now was originally, like, going to be the governor's office for this port area. And when the pirates took over, they just kind of let it go. So like the fancy roof is all getting discolored. I'm gonna put some. I don't know what to use for shutters for the windows. What trap doors do you guys think would be a good shutter for this here? And maybe I could do like spruce or dark oak, and it would be solid, or something like bamboo. But I don't know if that'd be too light. And I could do cherry that would match with the top and bottom. Copper, yeah, copper could work too. Let me go grab some real quick. And yeah, the little outhouse there, Leroy. There's a couple I'm going to be put around. Ores, got a couple. Let's go to this side first.
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee.
But sir, nobody worries about upsetting a droid.
That's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
Nice. Hey, Rob. Welcome in. How you doing? Kind of like that. Yeah, that kind of looks cool for those shutters. And as they oxidize, they'll bring in some more color onto the faces here. Yeah. Good idea, Leroy. Or that one busted. Okay. AC repair guys there. Oh, have fun. Dinner alert. Just got in from real life. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking those shutters. And as they oxidize, should be kind of cool. It should look nice and neat. Definitely gonna have to add more to the other windows. But the ones in the front here are just gonna be like a single row. Let's go make, let's see, I need 4, 8, 12, 16. 32. 48 more. Easy enough to do. Got copper in here. Yeah, gotta grab some more out of my horse box. Ain't a bunch. Doesn't hurt to have extras. Ready? We can put the extra. I know it was under a stack, so. I'll have to get more carrots after stream. That's easy enough, though. Right, let's come in from this side, from the middle. And on this is our first one. So on these two, it will be on that face, and then on the other two, they'll be facing the other way. And yeah, it'll be symmetrical, but that's okay. Yeah. Because it is mostly a symmetrical build, except for like the granite and some of that switched up on the bottom. I need to do a few. I need to figure out what block switch out for some of the white terracotta there. Or yeah. The benefits of jump boost. You can jump impossible corners like that. Alright, this one is going to be facing this way. Nope, I fell. I didn't mean to jump. I know what I'm doing after stream. I'm replacing a few switches on my keyboard. Definitely, I'm sick of it. Alright, let's go up there. Grab. Okay. There we go. Sorry about not talking a lot right there. I was trying to focus on not falling again like a fool. I mean, I'm not zeroed. I don't derp as much as he does. And yes, I do derp. Everyone derps. Sometimes. Yeah, Leroy, that was a good call. The other ones that could have looked interesting with it, color-wise, would be the acacia. Hey, if you need to find the song that Leroy did, Everybody Derps. It's a parody song of Everybody Hurts. But I think other than fireplaces, this building's done on the outside. Maybe switching out some of the white terracotta for something to make it look like it's been repaired and that. But I don't know what yet. So if you have an idea on what to switch some of the white terracotta, uh, nope, we got ad break. So go ahead and think about that during ads if you've got an idea. Maybe planks. You go grab a couple of different types of planks and we can put them next to see what looks close. My guess is maybe birch or cherry would look best with it. Grab some. Grab some. And we'll go down inside, upstairs. Should probably make 2 pressure plates. Let's see. What is... I think the cherry. Let's try... that and see how it looks from the outside. See if it looks decent with a couple cherry instead of the white terracotta. As the spacebar declicked. Oh yeah, you can barely see it from a distance, but you can. It adds the plank texture really nicely there. So I think what I need to do is mix in maybe half a stack of cherry. A couple different spots there. Because it's subtle. It's not jumping out at you like the birch was. The birch was a little too light, a little too yellowish. Let's say hi to zeroed. Throw these in here. Grab. Oh, helps by grabbing into my pocket. Go inside, stairs, and break out a couple pieces here and there. Like 1 to 2 on each one. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit like they prepared it at spots. And of course, they just didn't do a good job repairing it. They just kind of used what they had, which was wood. So that one, that one, that one. That. You're going to need to grab more. No big deal. I've got some more cherry. That back. Go that one. Grab blocks around the outside. Grab some more cherry. See if anything fell. So one thing I noticed today, I was running low on rockets for myself, so I made some. But if you use an auto crafter to make level 3 rockets, it's going to take a different system than like the level 2s. I'll explain that in a minute, what I mean, after we finish up with this cherry. At least for auto crafting reasons, it needs a different system. Partly because of the just how much gunpowder you need, right? If you're making a level 3 rocket, it takes 3 gunpowder. A standard auto crafter setup isn't necessarily gonna cut it. This one's really been replaced, repaired at spot. There we go. And none of them are lost. Let's go top of our sailboat, on our top of our sloop. Oh. Oh yeah. I definitely like the cherry planks in there. Gives a little bit of texture. It's a similar color shade to the white terracotta. And that plus the shutters make it look less boring. Go put these away, then I'll show you the auto crafter change, and then we'll probably call it there because we've been going over 2 hours. And my throat's getting dry. We're here. So what I mean with the auto crafter, I should say. Brain work, think. Alright, so here is a standard, like the auto crafter I'd use, the setup I'd use for level 1 rockets. Okay. When you're making level 1 rockets, you have one of each. Alright, we got gunpowder, paper, turn off the switch, it all comes down, it makes it. Now, when you're making level 2 or 3 rockets, you need to have more inputs of gunpowder for it to keep up. Because what I was noticing is after a little bit, it would stop and it would just have 2 things of paper and 1 gunpowder. And then we have 3. And if I wasn't paying attention, like it wouldn't make anything at that point because there's no valid recipe with 3 pieces of paper and a gunpowder. So yeah, just something to think about if you're working with the auto crafters. Let's see, that one is full. Don't have enough there yet, but what about melons? Nice. Got another shulker of melons to trade. And pumpkins. I gotta grab that one. Bring a orange and a green over. And then with that, we'll find somebody to raid. So if you know somebody that's live right now, type it out in chat. We will go to somebody that you guys recommend before I go looking. I also got I got a whole chunk of this dug out here, except for that small area. These over here. Later, I need to add shulker loaders to both of these, just to make this easier. I just haven't done it yet. Alright, so let's see who is live. Alright, that's no problem. If that's somebody you know in the community, one of the community, sure. Raid the rails are And it helps if I type it right. From Bruno's community. Alright. Off the rails. No, it was more spelling his off the rails name correctly. But go here. Well, thank you for coming out today, everyone. I had a good day. We got a bunch of odds and ends stuff done. We did that interior. Oh, it's a she. Okay. But we'll be live again Thursday. We'll work more on the game. But take care, everyone. Bye bye.